Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Shenplays. Welcome to the wonderful world of Kerbal Space Program. We are back. I don't know what episode this is. I think it's episode 12. And we have set up a craft for exploration of places outside of Kerbin, including Eve or Duna or Jool or Dres or wherever. But before we do that, we need to wait for them to be in the right spot in the sky. For example... Or, not for example, but what I mean is, the right time to go to Eve is not where it is now, but later. The right time to go to Duna is not where it is now, but later. And the right time to go to Jool is not where it is now, but later. We're coming up on the right time to go to Duna, so I have told Kerbal Alarm Clock to figure out when the right time for transferring to another planet is, and it'll do that for you. If you click on the Add New Alarm, you can then click on Transfer Window, and you can say, hey, I want to go from Kerbin to, I don't know, Duna or whatever. So for Kerbin to Duna, it says in 120 days, there's going to be a good time to burn Duna. So then you say, okay, well, give me, 6 hours or whatever time to get ready to launch my craft, get to orbit, and start my burn to Duna. And you can set up the alarms to pause the game when that time comes. And it's just amazing that you can do this stuff with Kerbal Alarm Clock. I love it. So that's what we've done. We've designed a craft to go explore, not to land, but to just go over there and get some science, and then come back. It's going to carry one Kerbal, and I've set up an alarm so that that's ready to rock in 119 days. But in the meantime, we've taken a mission to do some readings around Kerbin. And we've unlocked, using that wonderful science that we got from Minimus, we've unlocked a whole bunch of airplane parts, including the Whiplash turbo ramjet, which is fantastic for getting to higher altitudes. So we're going to be using this engine with a whole bunch of these airplane parts to go get some science around Kerbin. We've also upgraded the runway to the final runway. We spent 800,000 credits upgrading the runway. Not that we needed to, but we could, so we did. So let's build something relatively basic here, just to get ourselves some science. Oh, did I not start the timer? Thank you. Yes, SM Orc will always help me find your comment. SM Orc with my name. That's beautiful. Anyway, let's get some air intakes on this thing. Let's use this one. Perfect. And what do we want this plane to look like? I don't know. So just put some fuel back there. Let's do something really basic, shall we? Fuel, please. Fuel. There you go. And some more fuel. More fuel. There we go. And maybe some, I don't know, some girders. Do you guys like girders? I love girders. Girders are my favorite. Put some girders on there. How about some more girders? You guys fans of girders? Actually, how much does the fuselage cost? Structural fuselage. 0.1 tons. Oh, it's actually less than the girder. Oh, wow. I did not realize the structural fuselage uses less mass than the girder. But it does. That's pretty amazing. Okay. Looking good. Some nice stylish stuff going on here. Maybe we should just go for a double fuselage design. How about a double fuselage? That sound good? Do we have a bicoupler? We do have a bicoupler. Alright, screw this. Scrap it. We're going for the bicoupler design. There we go. And we'll just put the fuel tanks right there. Perfect. So give me some structural fuselage goodness. Maybe double that up. I said double it up. There you go. Then we'll put our fuel tanks there, because these don't have fuel. They don't have anything. Put some fuel tanks here. If I could find them. There we go. And then do that again. Okay, and then get rid of the fuel tanks. Great. Let's get some engine Aroonies on here. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 cylinders with some engines on the back. We've got some air intakes on the front. We'll need more air intakes, of course. Let's use some of these streamline air intakes because they look pretty boss. A couple of those. Maybe some more. Maybe some more. Maybe some more. Looks pretty decent. Actually, it looks like crap. I love it. It looks like crap. I'm tempted just to cover this all up in a in a, what is it called, a fairing, just to see if it looks any better. But what we can do with this is just put some space tape on here and call it perfect. You can always just put some space tape on there, call it perfect, and be done with it, right? There's no reason not to. Because it does look pretty good, don't get me wrong. The double cylinder, no, it looks like crap. It looks like crap, mega crap, extra crap, super crap. But you know what? Once we put wings on it, it'll look much better. See? It looks better already. Oh, goodness. What have we done? What have we done, Twitch? What have we done? Let's get some wing type B. Yeah, wing type B. Wing connector B. And some delta wing B. Structural wing B. There you go. Nice. Okay. And some flaps. We're going to need flaps, right? I mean, it's an airplane. You got to have flaps on an airplane. Okay, flaps there. Uh-huh. Nope, nope. There you go. Those are going to be on pitch only. Okay, copy those. And then we want some pitch and roll. Copy those. Maybe 2 more? Okay. Whatever will fit on these wings. There you go. Now we're gonna need some tail fins at the rear. Let's do a double tail fin design, okay? Where's my tail fins? Where's my tail fins? There we are. Okay. And put them on yaw only, so they won't be interfering with any of our pitch or roll. We need a bit of a tail. So for the tail, we can use maybe... Where are... I guess we can just use more tail fins. Sure. I've never tried using the tail fins on the side like this, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, put them on pitch and roll. There you go. Looks like a decent plane, really. Okay, so down below we're going to need some landing gear. 20s the mediums. We don't need the mediums. Mediums are for really heavy stuff. We'll use regular steerable landing gear at the front. And then at the rear we can use the collapsible ones. Alright, can we get these spread out a little bit? Like, spread them out a lot, because they're really close together. Yeah, that works. And they're attached with magic and voodoo, right? Yeah, if you've ever used the offset tool, it can really make things look like they're attached with magic and voodoo. Or just say that Jebediah, the pilot, has, you know, the Force on his side. Maybe he's a frickin' Jedi. Why not? Alright, check our mass and lift. Mass is actually behind the lift. That's not good. So we need to move the wings back a little bit. Let's do that. Okay, that looks pretty decent. And they need to go down a bit as well. So move them down. Not that far. You only want it to go down below the center of the ball. But you don't want it to go to where it's no longer touching the black. You want it to be somewhat right next to the black. So we're just going to move it just a pixel here. So that we can be close, but not actually below the black line. That looks pretty good. Okay. Flaps are in the right spot. What are we missing? We're missing our test, right? So this mission is to get atmospheric scans of kerbin. That means we need to be in flight above 16,900 and 17,000 meters at certain places. They're very close to Kerbal Space Center, so this won't take very long. It's not like we're flying halfway around the planet. But we will need a craft that can go pretty high, and I believe with 2 turbojets we can go pretty high in this thing. That might not be enough air intakes. I guess we'll find out when we get up there, because the air is pretty thin at 17,000 meters. But we're definitely going to need thermometers up there, so let's get some thermometers on this thing. Just put them right there. And maybe a couple more. Actually, no. 2 should be plenty, right? We need, let's see, pressure readings. Oh, it's not thermometers, it's pressure. Yeah, just use 2. Just use 2, it's fine. And we're going to need a ladder. So that we can actually get out of the craft. Where's my ladders? There's my ladders. Alright, is that correct? Like that? Does that open downward? It does. Okay. That looks pretty good. We got 1 on each side just so it's not imbalanced. And yeah, that looks fine, really. Oh, right, the wheels. Wheels need to go back behind the center of mass, of course. Not that far back. Maybe there. That looks pretty good. And why don't we get some anti-smacking wheels? Meaning... Wait, can this go down at all? No. Okay, delete that. I just use one of these. This is fine. This one can actually go down a bit. Just use one of these. It's fine. This is going to be brake torque, let's say 20. Steering is fine. Steering. Lights on is fine. These at the rear are going to be at full brake torque. And then this one we want to lower a bit. How much do we want to lower it? Maybe, I guess as far as we can. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then I want some more wheels at the rear. Now this is going to look really funky, but bear with me. There's good purpose to this. Maybe just 1 wheel? No, 2's fine. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to move them. Okay. I meant to copy them. There we go. So the idea back here is when we're landing or taking off, we're going to be getting the engines very, very close to the ground, and we don't want them to smack the ground. So we're going to hide some wheels back here, and this is going to look really, really weird. I would apologize for it, except I think it's so helpful that there's no reason to apologize for it. It looks stupid as hell, but putting wheels back here will prevent the engines from smacking off the plane. Which is good. You don't want the engines to smack off the plane. Alright, so we're going to need a pilot on here. Jeb, you've done too many missions for me, Jeb. Let's take one of our people from chat. We'll take, I don't know, Carbarogue. Carbarogue. Welcome abroad, Carbarogue. And let's get a name. We'll call it the KSP, Kerbal Space Plane. We'll call it the Near KSC Explorer. Seats 1. Sometimes you might want a seat 2. Alright, let's see how this goes. How bad could it be, right? Oh, we can take the monopropellant out of here, right? Don't need the monopropellant. Yep, see ya, goalie. Have a good day. Now, I think I already have this mission set up, so we should be able to see the marks in space. I have a mod installed to allow us to see the target positions, which are pretty close. Allows us to see the target positions around us. There we go. Yeah, I love that. Alright. Let's put the ladder down. Let's see if we can actually get in and out of this craft very effectively. Is that going to work? Oh, you actually exit on the other side of the craft. Interesting. Huh. So this cockpit's different. You get out on the other side. And no. Okay, it's in the wrong position. We got to move the ladder forward a bit. Okay, good to know. Let's move the ladder forward just a tick. Just a bit outside. Offset tool. Right about there. Let's go. I hope the same pilot's in there. If it's a different pilot, it's going to be really awkward. Watch Jeb hop in. Please don't be in there, Jeb. Please don't be in there, Jeb. You don't deserve this, man. Someone else needs the glory. Oh, good. It's not Jeb. Okay. Check the ladder. Oh, now it's too far forward. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. Yep, it's a problem. Oh, shoot. I didn't expect this to be a problem. We can't even get out onto the ladder. Alright, so it needs to be just a tiny bit back. Just a tiny bit back. Okay, and that needs to be a little bit into the craft as well. Like just a smidgen. Let's try that. Alright, get back out there. That's the real science, man. Not all these readings. No, no, no. It's just trying to make sure you exit the cockpit at the right point and have a ladder underneath your feet, or else you're just, you know, hanging on to metal. Not ideal. Alright. Ladder out. That looks to be pretty good. Or not? Okay, why can't we get on that? Maybe it needs to be at an angle. Oh, that is awkward. What in the world? What? Okay, we can just hit spacebar and then grab the other one. So that works. Is that going to work for us? I think that'll work for us. Alright, if we can just use spacebar to do it, that's fine. Does it transition properly up here? Oh, no, that's a problem. It doesn't transition properly at the top. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is an unexpected problem, because we can't just board right here. Nope. Alright, I'm not sure what to do about that. I didn't expect this. This is strange. Huh. And you can't just grab the side when you let go. Alright, well, that didn't work out properly. We'll have to recover the vessel manually. Okay, where's the vessel? There it is. Recover. Oh, don't take me to the VAB. Oh, come on. I just wanted to click recover, and I clicked twice, and all of a sudden we're in the VAB. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gosh. Technical difficulties. .404 ladder not found. Yes, something like that. Something like that. Is that the right one? Okay. So somehow we got to change the ladder so it's actually proper. I'm not sure why the ladder's not working right. It's very weird. Maybe we can push it in a little bit more. Maybe we can push it down and then in. Let's try that. Who knows, man? That is just weird. The way that they can't grab it for some reason. No, the other side is not the problem. It's symmetrical, so doing the other side is not going to be a difference. Why are we turning? Okay, that was weird. With SAS on, it was like turning the flaps somewhere. Okay. Ladder down. Hop out. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Hey, okay. So you can't just slap it on. You actually have to push it in against the hull. And there you go. It transitions just fine. Great. Perfect. So we have solved the mystery of the ladder not connecting properly. And now it's fine. Okay, let's check our picture here. Set this as target. And let's go. Man, I was concerned there for a minute we wouldn't be able to fix the ladder, but it looks like we fixed it. Brakes off. Engines on. Let's do this thing. Gear up. We'll see if we can do some time acceleration on the way over there. Might be able to. Maybe. Alright, so let's try time acceleration 2. Yeah, seemed okay. Let's try time acceleration 3. No, let's not do 3. I'm already seeing a lot of wobbles on 2. We'll leave it on 2. And the wings are getting flappy. We might want to put some space tape from the air intakes out to the edge of the wings, just so the wings don't flap. Flapping wings is not healthy. Not at all. Jeb's in the plane. Fucking hell, Jeb! God damn it. Jeb. God damn it. Damn it. Ah, Jeb. But you can see our intake air is becoming very, very, very low. I'm going to turn off time acceleration. Intake air is getting very low, and that's just because we're getting higher altitudes. As soon as you pass like 10,000 meters, you start noticing that, okay, this is getting really bad, actually. We might need more air intakes to get to 17K. We'll see. Wow. Yeah, intake air is like almost at 0. Huh. Okay, well that was unexpected. What we might want to do is set up some air intakes along the wings. That would probably be better for us rather than having these along the top. Because these along the top, we're not getting much out of it. Whereas the one at the nose is getting a lot. But we made it to 19K, which is great. Let's see if we can go horizontal and just coast. We don't need to go any higher at all. So let's just go horizontal and coast over to our target. And you'll know when you're in the right target because this icon will start blinking. And you'll also see some text on the screen right up here where it says camera auto. It'll say now entering, what is this zone called? SO496. And if we check our mission is to get, let's see, take pressure reading above 16.9 at SO496. So as soon as it says, there you go, you're entering 504. See how it's blinking at us now? We've entered the right zone. We just need to take our pressure reading. If I can click on it, please. Log the data. There we go. Now we need to turn around and go there. So let's turn around. Without flipping over, please. Oh, the engine's fired. The engines are gone out. That's not good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Get control again. Please. Yeah, the air is very thin. There's like no air intake here. So to get control, I'm going to turn the engines off. We're going to let the plane, I guess we're going to nose down. Let's nose down. Okay, there we go. We're going to find our prograde, and we're going to start spinning towards our prograde. This will give us control of the craft. Turn the engines back on, full throttle. Or not. Typically, you want to find your prograde and spin at it. Let's see if we can make that work. This was before 1.0, though. Now that 1.0 is out, maybe the rules of aerodynamics have changed to the point where flying planes is different. Find the prograde, spin at prograde, and then turn your engines back on. Okay, I think we've got it this time. It also helps that we've gone lower into the thicker atmosphere. Okay, now let's roll up. Whoa, don't break the wings off there. We got like 12 G's there. Jesus Christ, Jeb. He loves the G's, though. He's a G freak. You ever heard of a G freak? That's Jeb for you. All right, 2 more readings to do. We have this one, and then we have to go land over there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right, Jeb? Aw, he loves lemons. Oh, we're breaking the sound barrier. You can tell by the effects on us. We don't need to go that fast, so I'm going to bring the throttle back to 30%. Alright, we're at the right altitude, so let's level out. Just go more horizontal instead of vertical. And how far until we get there? Oh, we're almost there. Perfect. There we go. It's blinking at us. Let's get the other reading. There we go. And now we just have to head down there and land. And it looks relatively flat there, but don't be fooled. There's definitely going to be hills in the way. I have not landed an airplane in this game in, let's see, it's May. So May, January, February, March, April. It's been 4.5 months since I've landed an airplane that's not on the Kerbal runway. So bear with me. This could be disastrous. I'm going to put the engines at about 10%, maybe 5%, somewhere around there. Whatever the first little tick is on this bar. And head towards our target. You can see the target on the gimbal is right there. We're going to want to land a little bit before the target, and then we can just sort of roll over there. And as we slow down in the thicker atmosphere, it should be easier on the airplane. We really put some strain on the airplane at the higher altitudes there because we were doing some harsh turns. And I have, what is it called? Precise controls, which is when the markers here turn blue. Fine controls. I have fine controls on, and even with fine controls on, every single little touch I did was like trying to rip the plane apart. So some extra space tape on the wings might help it for the higher altitudes. In fact, it probably would help. But it did okay. Nothing broke off. Yet. Alright, 5,000 meters and dropping. Good, good. We don't know how high the ground is going to be here, but I'm going to guess maybe around 800 meters, maybe less. The ground won't be too high. I hope these wheels can handle the impact of the ground. I don't know what the impact rating on the wheels is, but these are the wheels that they had before 1.0 release, and they were pretty durable, so they're probably going to be fine. But they have changed the they have changed almost every single part in the game to be different than it was prior to 1.0. Like the putt-putt engine doesn't have 30 thrust anymore, it now has like 18. A lot of things have changed like that. Just subtle changes to make them either better or worse a little bit. Okay, there's the ground. You can see the ground moving below us. We're going to get our wheels out. We're going to get a little more horizontal here. We're about ready to land. I would like to get below like 75 meters per second before we touch the ground, ideally. Well, there's our shadow. And it's nice and flat here. So let's just get down and put the brakes on. There we go. Brakes are on. And it's blinking, which means we're in the right zone. Perfect. Let's put the wheels up just for funsies. Watch this. Sit, plane, sit. Good plane. Good plane. Get the ladder out. The ladder's a non-physical object, so it's not going to impact the ground at all. Now, you're not supposed to be here, Jeb, but since you're here, let go. Let's get this barometer reading. Please. Please get the barometer reading, Jeb. Supposed to have a scientist out here. I mean, supposed to have someone else out here, a different pilot, but oh well. Okay, get back in the plane, please. Jeb. Jeb. Grab. Now take the new barometer reading from landed. Mission accomplished. All right. And now we just have to fly back to KSC, and we're done. Well, we don't even have to fly back, but we will. Okay, put the gear out. Up, boy, up. Up, plane, up. Bring up the ladder. Put the engines on like 50% throttle. Brakes off. And lift. Whee! Jeb's a maniac. Did I mention that Jeb's a maniac? He's a freaking maniac. Alright. So KSC is where? It is directly south of us. Alright, so south is going to be... Where's south? Over here? No, that's north. Whoops. Try not to break the wings off, Jeb. We have fine controls on it. Every single little thing. Look at the frickin' G meter. It's nuts. I'm just barely touching the controls. You know what I need is a... I need a yoke. Make it much easier to fly planes. Alright, slow down. We're about to hit Mach 1. Let's not go Mach 1 in this thing. I don't want anything to rip off. I mean, the planes are pretty durable, but... What is the mod that gives locations? You mean the one that shows locations on the map? I believe it's called Waypoint something something? Let me look it up. I have CCAN open. It's called Waypoint Manager. Right there. 1.9 point... No. 2.3.2 Waypoint Manager. It used to be called In-Flight Waypoints or something like that, but they changed the name to Waypoint Manager. Okay, throttle back a little more, because we're still seeing some Mach 1 effects. Let's get rid of that. Puts a lot of strain on the ship. And yeah, I have some random piece that's floating in space. Did you see that on the map mode here? Where is it? Right there. What is that thing? Small Science Rocket Mark 1 probe is just hovering. I don't know how it's doing it. It's hovering over Kerbal Space Center. It shouldn't be able to do that. I mean, there's no reason that this probe is able to hover. It's not in space. It's just sitting there. It's at like, 7,000 meters off the ground. There's no way that that's possible. And we can see it right there. It's right there. How is that thing sitting there? I don't know. Crazy. Yeah, it's just sitting there. It's landed. It doesn't look landed. It's 15.4 kilometers from me, but I can definitely tell you it's in the air, man. It says it's landed? Oh. Fly by it? Yeah, we can do a flyby. Take a look at it. It's very weird. As long as we don't run into it, I'll be happy. Switch to it and then it will remember gravity. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe it's bugged out because we're not currently focused on it. It's possible. It's definitely not landed. I mean, maybe the game thinks that it's landed, but I can see it from here. It's not landed. Yeah, that is not landed. What is that thing? It's just sitting there. All right, turn the engines off. Let's land this thing. That is just the strangest thing. Yeah, fuel's low, so we're going to turn the engines off. We're going to come in for a landing here. But yeah, we did our readings. We completed that mission, which gave us another 100 and something thousand. Didn't really give us much science, but just showing this mission as an example of how to do some of the near Kerbal Space Center, like science missions that you're going to get in the career mode, which is kind of cool because it encourages you to build airplanes like this, which you otherwise may or may not do. Careful there, 10 Gs, holy crap. And that's with fine controls on, damn. $12 Gs, holy shit, Jeb. Hang in there, buddy. Gear down. Did I mention Jeb's a maniac? He's a maniac. He's a G master? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Alright, throttle off. Now let's just coast in here. Brakes on. Good job, Jeb. Okay, got a little bit of science out of it. I wasn't really interested in the science. Basically, that was just a mission to... no experience for Jeb. Good job, Jeb. That was just a mission to show you what it looks like to do some of the... Let's see, temperature scans, rescue... Well, we don't have one right now, but you'll get missions now and then like that, which will put little dots around Kerbin. Just fly a plane over, do whatever readings they want. You don't even have to come back to Kerbal Space Center and land. I just did it because we had the fuel, so why not? If you don't, like let's say you land somewhere else on Kerbin, then you can still recover the craft. The difference is you don't get as much money back. So if you land at Kerbal Space Center, you get all the money back, besides fuel that you spent, or parts that you ejected, or damaged. But if you land somewhere else, then the distance to Kerbal Space Center calculates how much money you get back. Alright, thanks for watching. I've been Shen, you've been you. That was a quick little mission to get some money and to show you how plane design works and how flying around works. But space tape will help you save some G's and less wobble and stuff like that. Just use space tape. Space tape or bust. Alright, I'll see you next time. Have a good day.